Ospreys, welcome back to another edition of Inside Swoop. My name's River Dodd, and today we're doing something a little special. We are interviewing Max Silver, member of the band Slippery Rick. Max, give a little wave to the camera. And today we're just going to talk a little bit about music and what makes music great. Max, tell me, you're a child. When did you first start music?
I listen to podcasts.
Podcasts. Podcasts are how you started music?
No, my mom sent me to a, like she couldn't afford lessons because we had like kids in my family. So
Yeah.
she sent us to the magnet program, which is like a, I don't know.
I went to a magnet school.
Yeah. And I did, I think I originally did art.
Okay.
And then I accidentally got put in the chorus because I didn't turn in any paperwork for like my electives. So then I did that, and then I did cello because I thought it was the bass. I thought cello was the big one. I thought the cello was the big cool one, and I was too embarrassed to tell anybody about my mistake, so I played that for a couple years.
And okay, so you mentioned you have kids. Or no, you you mentioned you have siblings that were kids when you were a kid. That's why I said have kids.
Yeah, I do have kids.
Are they also in music?
No.
Oh.
None of them.
So you're like the black
They're
sheep
all
of your family?
Yeah, they're all military brats.
Oh, you're a military brat?
No.
Oh.
I don't know how that works.
Okay.
Wait.
Well,
I guess they're not military brats, but they're in the military. Because I guess military brats, like they grew up with their parents in the military and they're traveling or whatever, right?
and did that dynamic affect how you were involved with the music? Did that play into any role?
No, I'm anti-military. I don't know. I just thought it was funny that we just have one quirky art kid.
Yeah, well, there always is one.
Yeah,
especially
you get there.
in such a big family.
Yeah.
But moving in, so you got into band when you were playing strings. How did we, like, you obviously play now, school at UNF.
Mhm.
How did that happen? How did you get here to do
When
that?
I was in 8th grade, I really wanted to be a comedian. And then I said, I'm not that funny. So I wanted to be a rapper. And I wasn't very good, but I wanted to make my own beats on FL Studio. And then my grandpa died. And he was very mean to my mom, but he had a lot of money. So my mom bought me FL Studio and like a little like a beginner kit and like stuff. And yeah, so I made crappy rap beats until I found a Casio keyboard. I rapped on them. I have them somewhere. I can send you one. They're really
Please
bad.
do.
Then I found a Casio keyboard for $5 at Goodwill.
Whoa.
And then I plugged that in and I started making bedroom pop.
Like Clara?
Yeah. And then I started playing guitar on my 16th birthday. And then I got a lot more into prog throughout college and getting a lot more like progressive rock. I don't know. I've just got better at my instruments is really it.
Yeah. Then now we're at college. How did you find and how did Slippery Rick come about?
Bella was the first person, well, besides one other guy, who, like, we went to school together in high school.
Yeah, okay.
And I convinced him to come here.
Where's high school?
Blake. It's it's a performing arts magnet school in Tampa.
Okay, Tampa.
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up with them. We were in a band together in high school. So then when they came here, we started a band together. And then the drummer, our drummer, his name was Bonham, and my girlfriend's friend was going to hang out with him just offhand, and he mentioned his name was Bonham, and I go, does he drum? And then he goes, yeah. I go, is he good? And he goes, I don't know. So then I went door to door to every single dorm in villages until I found Bonham. I also found somebody else named Maximilian, spelled the same way as mine, so I knocked and I talked to them.
Is his last name Gold?
No.
Oh.
I did know somebody named Maximiliano Silva.
Close. It's like the Brazilian version of you.
Yeah, he's a weird guy. I'm not going to get into that. I forgot it's the school program. Magnet school buses.
You were talking about how you went around looking for Bonham, the drummer.
Yeah, eventually we knocked on his door, asked him if he was conservative. He said no.
Good.
He actually told us that because he didn't know which way we were leaning, so he said he was moderate.
Listen,
He's not moderate.
what is he, a commie?
Yeah, very much.
Oh.
Not exactly, but he's like very socialist.
On the way.
Yeah, we get there. But he's a really cool guy. He's a great drummer. Brad we found because we put a little piece of paper out with an alligator with a guitar on it.
Good bait.
And then he came and played for us. It said on it must be liberal, so we didn't have to ask him. And then Dylan, we've known for a couple years, and he's filled that slot. He's more of a temporary, but we play very well together live and in recordings. We work well, so it's fun.
Well, awesome. Then I just have one more question. Do you have any future plans? And we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
Do you have any future plans for Slippery Rick?
Yeah, we actually just had an EP come out last week. 2 songs. It's for a short film. My friend's in, what's the city? New York. You know, you might have heard of her.
It's underground.
The Big Apple or whatever. But they made a short film. It's called Dark Room. Meg Cherry and Paul McGreevy are their names. We did the music for that. It's just 2 songs. One's about my dogs dying, and then the other's about, I don't know, moving to Boston or something. I've never been to Boston.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then we're working on an album right now.
Awesome.
Outside of that.
Well, that's so great. Thank you for coming. That was amazing. And if you guys are interested in anything more, check out Slippery Rick on Instagram and Spotify.
It's Slippery Rick Band on Instagram is the
Slippery Rick Band. Thank you, Max.
Yeah.
And tune in for the next episode of Inside Swoop.
Swoop.